Hey guys, what's going on? Travis Stevenson here, and I want to explain in this video why not being that guy is a very big deal for your business. I'm going to relate it to the gym. See, I'm out in my home gym, my little garage gym here. That's why I look dirty. Who wears a white shirt to work out? But it got me thinking, and I'm sitting here, I'm in the gym, and I'm getting ready to do some stuff here. Obviously, bench press, right? Because I'm a man. That's what men do, right next to their strollers. So I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, man, you know, it's interesting to me that the gym, in a lot of ways, relates to business. There are some very, very obvious people, personality types that are in the normal gyms. And those same personality types carry over to business. And I want to explain this. So I noticed there's always like a couple of guys who are just like hardcore beef meatheads. They're obviously in shape. They really put in the work. And then, so there's those people. Then there are the people who are using the same machines as the big people. But when they're using them, they're on their phone. And they're not really paying attention, and they're not really actually working out. They're just kind of moving. And I noticed this one time recently. I'm watching this one lady who was probably there to lose some weight. She was doing relatively moderate like leg press, where you lay back and you push your legs up. Both of her hands were holding this phone, and I thought, man, you're not really actually doing anything. If you're only putting 10% of your effort, your concentration in what you're trying to achieve, put the phone down. You're not going to get any results if you do it that way. So there's those people. Then there's the guy who walks around the gym and literally just talks to people and asks them questions. Why do you bench? How long have you been benching? Do you use elbow wraps at all when you bench? Or I don't either. No, I'm good. No, you're fine. Say, hey, so what's your what's your max? Nice job. Cool, keep going. I see these people, and they're running around the gym, and they're talking to every single person that they can, and they're not actually doing anything in between. And when they are always maxing out. And in business, a lot of ways, this is very, very complimentary. And then there's the people who I hope that I would be in this group. There's the people who just put their headphones on, they kind of just grind, they get in, they do their thing, they know what they're doing, they have a plan, they follow the plan when they're in the gym, and then they keep going. And not every single day in the gym is 1 rep max day. You can't just start off on day one and think you're gonna have a $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day business. Just like you can't always come into the gym and 1 rep max and hit a new max. It doesn't work that way. But it also reminds me of the other people who are in the gym. The big beefcake guy, the guy with all the muscles, guess what? He's been grinding for a long time. And there's a lot of very flamboyant people in the business industry who are very much the same way. They're the big meatheads, right? They're the guys who have been producing results for a long time. So when they come in, they're in those super, cut off t-shirts where everybody can see their nipples. It's kind of weird, and it annoys a lot of people, but guess what? They've put in the work. But the problem is the other people are watching this guy come in with the cutoff tank top, and he comes in and he's always benching 315 and squatting 400 pounds. And that kid who walks around asking all the questions, he looks at that guy and he goes, oh, I'm gonna do what that guy does. Well, you can't yet. You haven't gotten there. And the lady who's on the leg press machine, who's got both of her hands tweeting one of her friends that she's actually at the gym so that when they go out to dinner that night, she has the excuse to eat more. Guess what? That's not going to work either. And look, I'm not trying to insult anybody here, but the truth of the matter is you cannot call yourself an entrepreneur just to be an entrepreneur. You're never going to get any results, and then you're going to expect, and you're going to tell all your friends, I go to the gym every day, but I never get any results. And it's the same thing with business. If you're not actually focused and you're watching YouTube and you're doing other stuff, or even if you're taking care of your kids, which is a good excuse, it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to eventually just constantly, physically do something without putting in effort. You're just going through the motions and expecting some kind of a different result. So guys, I want you to focus on not being that guy. Don't be the guy who's extra flamboyant. Don't be, or you know what, if you've earned it, go ahead, do your thing. But don't be the kid who's running around asking a bunch of questions of everybody, but not actually executing on what they tell him, right? So, what would you suggest for me to do to get bigger triceps? How should I go about getting a 6-pack? And then you're like, well, you know what? Hey, I've got kind of a 6-pack. They're kind of coming in. They're not, great, but here's what I do to get, here's what I would suggest for you to do to get abs. You tell him what to do, and then he never does it, right? So It's the same thing in business. There are people all the time who are asking me, Travis, what can I do for my business? Travis, how can I go about doing this? How can I get more leads? How can I get more traffic? Then I tell you, and a week later you're saying, Travis, how can I get more traffic? How can I get more leads? You have to be the guy who's willing to, while you're working, put your headphones on and freaking grind and actually achieve things. Otherwise, you're gonna end up being frustrated. You're gonna be like the kid who stops coming to the gym after a while because he's been following the advice of everybody else, but he's not getting results. Or you're gonna be like the lady who always goes in and she always does the same thing and she never actually pays attention, she never actually puts in effort, and she never gets results. So then she goes to her friends and she complains, I've been doing this for so long and I'm still not getting results, and her friends are like, oh, I feel so bad for you, here's some cheesecake. Right? That's not how the world works. If you want to get results, focus on what you're doing, take advice from people who are doing it right, and freaking execute. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Go into the gym and push yourself. Go into the business gym and push yourself. So guys, hopefully you listen to this, you stop being that guy, and that girl constitutes as any of the people, any of the personalities that you see in the gym that are always doing things, not getting results, and then blaming other people or blaming the method. It's not the method, it's not other people, it's the way that you're going about doing it. You're either missing a step or you're not concentrating. By the way, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Got more cool videos like this coming out. I don't want you to miss them. Now look, share this with somebody who needs to hear this message, because guess what, guys? There are so many people that I know, and trust me, I'm gonna be sharing this with every single person on my list. Hopefully you guys take this. Hopefully you learned something. Don't be that guy. Get ready to grind. Do what you're told. Do what you're actually shown. And I'm sure all of you guys can get results. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.